Hey everybody, how you doing today? Hope you're doing fine. Doing pretty good myself. Yeah, we're in a creative world right now. And I am standing on a little airship I made. It's not really an airship, it's just a frame ship actually, I suppose is a better term for it. And I built this because I was having a bit of an issue with making an old 6-axis frame engine design. The way it used to work is that, well, you would have these wireless receivers inside the bay area, in the engine bay, and when they received a signal, it would send a signal first to this frame motor, which would move the frame motor up above outwards, and then that frame motor would get a signal and, move the rest of the engine up to where it was at. But for some reason, it wasn't working for me. Like, no matter what I did, it just refused to move. And what's worse is, well, actually that's not really what's worse. Well, the big problem with it was that I couldn't move anything at all. And it was just frustrating me to no end, and I figured out that if I moved these things outside of the Bay Area... Now if you want to know what the 6-axis engine looks like, that I used to use, you can go watch... what was that video called? I think it was called The Elephant, a Flying Elephant or something like that. I don't remember. But it was in one of my other Mage King series. I think it was Return of the Mage King, and I made a super compact 6-axis airship thing with an attachment manifold to allow me to attach to different platforms, which would have, a mining rig or a transportation rig, which would have like a bunch of chests on it, and maybe a tanker rig, which would have a whole bunch of tanks on it full of liquids. And I couldn't get that to work, so I modified the engine a bit. It's by default a block wider on all sides, and as a result, you have to have the up and down engines over here. And I thought, that kind of sucks a bit, but, well, it works out. It looks pretty dang cool anyway. I suppose if I made this one block wider up here, or all around, I could add a railing on, so that way there's no risk of falling off. And after making this thing, I thought, what could you do to make this thing even more functional? And the answer was attach a mining section underneath. And what's really cool is that back when I used to use the 6-axis engine, you were kind of stuck using a really bulky section that was a 5x5 block that was 3 blocks high in order to make a mining rig, and you had to move it back and forward as it just descended. Red Power now has tubes inside of frames, which means you can connect these things directly to a bunch of frames with these tubes inside. In fact, if I go up here, you can see the redstone tube inside of the framework right there. And it works out amazingly. All you have to do is have a repeater and a wireless signal to give the redstone tubes some power so that all the block breakers will trigger, and it works perfectly. I thought, this is pretty nice, but it only goes downwards. You can't really go sideways or forwards or back. If you want to go sideways, forwards, or back, you would have to have more block breakers on the side, but that would leave a problem of, well, this. I wouldn't be able to go down anymore with this design because the block breakers here wouldn't be breaking the blocks underneath them, therefore it would not be able to go down. And you could put them in the side, but that brings the problem again of not being able to move sideways because these block breakers would be in the way. So I was thinking, what would be a good way of, flying a ship around that can deploy a mining section that could mine a wide area both downwards and to the sides. And my answer is this thing. The way this works is it'll start out up here. This will be about all the blocks it has. There will be a deployer right here. In fact, let's just go ahead and grab a deployer. Where's that deployer at? I'm still getting used to all these different textures I'm using. Let's see, deployer, that's transposer, there it is. So a deployer will be right here with a whole stack of support frames inside of it. Possibly 2 or 3 depending on how high up in the sky the things are going to be at. And the way it will work is as the downward frame motor is triggered, this thing will also be triggered so that there will be a support frame right in front of it. So basically, it starts out like this with one in front. This moves down, and as it moves down, a support frame is deployed, meaning that it will have a constant connection. And if the connection ever is broken, the retracting motor is on the bottom so that I can pull things back up, because it won't be able to get pushed down past this. As an example, there. Now, no more support frames, and it can't go down anymore at all. So, as this is going down, these block breakers down below will be firing off and breaking that hole down into where the... Oops. Sorry. My mouse got out of control there. The block breakers will be breaking the blocks below, which allows the rest of the system to get into the ground. And the way this works is that when I'm at a level that I want these things to start mining, all I do is flip a lever, and these things take off, mining a hole off into the sides, and I believe that it mines a 5x5 hole, so these things go 5 wide, meaning that it'll mine everything there and there on all sides, which leaves a small corner here, but that's okay. In fact, maybe I will put another block breaker right here with another red tube frame here, just so it's a even hole. So it'd be a 5x5 hole going down with multiple 5x5 holes off to the sides, perhaps even a straight 5x5 corridor going off to the distance. So this is something I'm going to be working on quite a bit, and I'm going to recreate in the actual world. The reason I'm showing it now is just because I kind of want to just keep the idea fresh and give myself a little reference to come back to if I ever forget what I was doing in the future. Okay, so let's get back to the real world and continue our adventures. See you there. Hey everybody, welcome back. And I'm pretty sure it just was in the creative world, so welcome back to the real world. am off recipe mode, right? Good. I'm off recipe. I'm off cheat mode, not recipe mode. Jeez. Okay, so we killed the Hydra and stuff. And I don't think I actually showed you guys this the last time. I think we just continued in the Twilight Forest, but I finally made a throne for my throne room. And I used the Hydra trophy just to make a little area for, well, to make my throne look a little bit more epic. I think we're going to have to replace those that basalt brick with a chiseled thing instead. Why are you saying cobblestone? It's not cobblestone, it's basalt stone. But yeah. Behold, I am the Mage King. I wish I could actually sit on this throne. Yeah, it's kind of just for entertainment purposes and decoration. Thrones are worthless. Worthless. It's a worthless throne. I can't speak ever. I even set up some chairs in the dining room. Some nice cakes, which actually look really delicious. I love how they look in this texture pack. It's 3 layers of cake and 3 layers of frosting. Looks like a bunch of berries on top. I'm actually not a fan of berries very much. Seems to be a party going on that wall. I'm just going to let them do whatever they're doing in there. Let's see. Oh yes. One thing I've been starting to work on is this soul shard here. This one's going to have blaze on it. Because, well, I kind of would like to get a lot more blaze rods and blaze powder for in the future. However, going to the nether to farm blazes all the time is getting really annoying. So I'm thinking of a different way of doing it. So what other shard do I have in here? It's down here, right? There it is. Enderman. Yes, this one is actually quite high. So let's grab those and we're going to take off now. And we're finally going to go to one of those hollow caves because, well, I've been working on something. Well, I haven't really been working on something, I just have been getting ready for something. Ow! So, the nearest hollow cave is to the north. And of course, this stairway goes up to the south. Which I kind of find annoying because it means I have to double back. I hate double backing. One day, I will conquer you. And until that day, you'll be looming over me constantly. You know, maybe I can just use my mining rig that I showed in the creative world to just level the entire thing down. I think that'd be fitting. Okay, hop. Why do I not feel like I'm actually running fast? I really don't get why there's obsidian tomes here. And you know what? I don't think I ever raided the spider maze. I should do that at some point. Yeah, I haven't raided it yet. Actually, since we're here, I can kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing with these shards. Oop, no. What the Oh, that is the worst spider jockey I've ever seen. Oh, jeez. Where the heck did it go? Get out of the ground! So, let's see, I think you just right-click with this? Break... No. I must have to mine it with the pick. Shift right click. Go away. That's only 11. How do you use these blaze rods to get soul shard? Not blaze rods. How do you use the spawners to get souls? Hi. Yeah, these things aren't really that tough. Okay, we're not gonna break anymore. I'm gonna take a moment to look things up quick. Be right back. Okay, so yeah, it does say right-clicking onto a spawner, but I'm wondering if maybe it's only for the... Maybe it only works if it's the spawner of the type of mob you are after, or maybe it only works with only vanilla mobs. So we're gonna go to that Hollow Hill, and we're gonna see if it'll work using a vanilla mob spawner, because a Hollow Hill is full of spawners. I mean, it's a ridiculous amount. Oop, that's a tree. And there it is, the Hollow Hill. Now, I have gone through here already and lit it up with torches as much as I could, which was a hellish experience, and I probably should have recorded that, but my girlfriend was home at the time, so kind of awkward to record, mainly because she does her own things and oftentimes starts laughing really loudly during watching a video, which people might not find enjoy. Weird. Which people might not find enjoyable. To, you know, be watching a video and all of a sudden there's really loud laughter in it that they don't know what's going on with. Ooh, that's a lot of torchberries. Ironwood pick? Okay, that's good. Nice. Yeah, I didn't collect any of the loot yet either. I didn't even look. Because I kind of wanted to be surprised by what I found. But I do have a general idea where all the stuff's at. Naga scale, that's nice. An ore magnet. Okay, I think I've seen that used in a video before, and what that does is... Just get rid of that netherrack. What that does is it draws an ore to you. Hey, potatoes. Oh jeez, where did that leg come from? Uh-oh. That guy's coming. I'm getting hit. I can't jump. What the heck's with these skeletons? Oh, jeez, cave spiders too. Ah. What's on this golden sword? Golden sword. Guess I can't speak ever. Okay, grab these. Seriously, what's with the random lag every time I stepped in this direction? I thought I had it well enough lit up, but apparently not. You little scamp. Oh yeah, I don't have any bullets on me. Why did I put the bullets away? Okay, yeah, it must be only the mob that you are using. So that means when people were suggesting that I use spider spawners and mines to get 200 souls a shard, or maybe they didn't mean use the shard I am trying to get souls onto. Maybe I'm supposed to be using a shard, an empty shard, to get 200 souls onto that, then craft them together. I'm gonna try that. Have a golden sword. I don't really care about it. I should probably repair this and just melt it down to gold. Oh well. Okay, so let's go back to the base. And we will... Actually, since it takes about 11 minutes to make 3 shards each, I'm going to just do that off camera. So I will see you in a few. Alright then. I finally got 3 more soul shards. I've got a bunch more cooking in the... Ow! You know... Get rid of this wall. Stupid wall. Okay, so I finally have the other 3 more of those soul shards. We're going to try destroying a spawner in the hedge maze first. Because honestly those things are a little bit weak and are easy to kill, so it's a bit safer for me. And if it works, then that's perfect. If it doesn't work, then I might be a little upset. But I will not be completely heartbroken and emotionally destroyed unless we try it on a regular cave spider spawner in the Hollow Hill, and it also doesn't work. So, here's hoping it works. There's no water down there. Water's over here. Stupid lack of water. I was about to jump off that too. I could have killed myself. Okay, so we're probably gonna have a few spiders to take care of. It won't be too bad, I hope. Let's see. Let's go this way. Alright. So. Not working. Oh boy. No, I don't want to use it on you. Okay, so that's not working. So I'm a little upset. Actually, we should try one thing first. Okay, so I can't even collect their souls, so of course it wouldn't work. I can't even make a soul shard out of them. Okay, so that's fair, I guess. If you can't use a monster and a soul shard, then you shouldn't be able to use it to create a better soul shard. Or you shouldn't be able to use their spawner. Okay. Fair is fair. Do I have my... No, I don't. I don't have my transformation powder on me. I do have my diamonds on me. Why did I take my diamonds? I'm an idiot! Okay. I wonder if there's a mob that will drop coal that you can turn into a spawner. If there is, that'd be awesome. Hey? You know what? Just in case. Okay, he's not fast enough to catch me. We're ignoring him. Alright, back down we go. These potatoes really don't last very long. There's a creeper. There's a slime beetle. Oh geez, lag. Okay, so this is a basic cave spider spawner, I think. Oh, it doesn't work! Okay, let's be foolish and let a spider spawn. And now let's try it. Aha! It worked! Success! So if you want to create a soul shard that collects souls of a certain mob, you need to have the right mob. Okay. Wait. I said that stupidly. If you want to collect spawners as souls to a soul shard, it has to be the matching mob type. I understand now. Which is a little bit irritating. However, I will accept that. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to look at you! Stop growling at me! I'm gonna sit here for a moment, because I need to heal up. Just stay here. You know, I need better armor. I think I'm gonna make a thaumium set. Because this steel stuff, it just doesn't work. It's flimsy. Well, I mean, it's not flimsy, it's very durable, but it doesn't protect me as well as thaumium usually does. Jeez, where'd you come from? Now there was a bunch more spawners over this way. Somewhere. So many skeletons. Aha, here we are. Creeper spawner. Which is not really going to be useful, because I don't want to waste my time getting a creeper spawner or creeper souls when... actually, you know what? We might as well. No, 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 nope. Okay. Okay. This time, creeper, you will die. And you know what? I'm actually going to use a very special bow I made. Soul Ravager. Four per creeper kill. The reason I have Soul Ravager is actually because if I want to make a gas spawner, I'm going to need to be shooting down gas. And it'll be irritating trying to kill 1,024 ghasts. So, I'd rather kill a fourth of that. Ah, more transformation powder, yes. Let's get rid of this dirt and the string. Get rid of the slime. I can get rid of that too. Okay. I'm not seeing the number one thing I would have liked to get out of this. And that would be a moonworm queen. More transformation power though, that's very good. So you are... Well, hey! A creeper spawner! I forgot! There was 2 in here. And I now have a magical floating torch. So you spawn skeletons, so I'm just going to ignore you for now. Because now that I have transformation powder, I kind of want to get some witches. Oh, shut up, you. I could have swore that there was way more spawners. I must have gone past them all. Okay. Aha, there's the spawner. Let's see, you were... spiders. And this one is also creepers. I forgot there were so many creepers. And you are skeleton, so you get to live for now. I will be back for you. Oh, shut up, ghost. Okay, so I think that's all that we're going to get from spawners right now, unless we go raid another Hollow Hill, which I don't feel like doing yet. In fact, I wanted to be able to claim this one. Hold still, ghost. Forget it. Actually, the ghosts would help me get blaze souls as well, because you can use transformation powder on them and turn them into blaze, into a bunch of blaze. Yeah. Here we go, a way out. Okay, so we managed to get a tier 4 creeper and a tier 3 cave spider. Now I can combine one of these with the Enderman spawner and I can probably get a good Enderman farm going on. Now the problem with the Enderman farm is that I cannot use water to teleport them around or transfer them around because it will teleport away. However, I could instead create a long fall tower where they will spawn, get shoved to a hole in the center, and fall to near death. Or death, depending on if I set a piston up to make them die or not. Making it so that they just completely die will mean I can get a lot of... ender pearls, which would be a good thing to have because that means I can start making tesseracts. You know what? I don't have any materials to block this off with. I'll have to remedy that quick. Okay, that probably will be enough. And we're just going to make it so nothing can escape first. And shoot through the windows. Okay, are you in there? I hear clacking. Aha! You are in there. Okay, so we take the transformation powder then, and now you're a witch. And now you are 4 souls inside of a soul shard. Perfect. Now, can I use this soul shard to suck up the spawner of an equal monster? Oh, you suck. Take that. Your spawner won't work now. But no, it doesn't look like we can, so we're just going to leave you there. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to head back home. And... oh, look, more trees are burning down. I'm going to head back home and start hollowing out an area where we can set up a new spawner at. And I will see you there. This is just marvelous. So much fun. Now, I don't know if any of them are teleporting off right now, but... well, let me explain what I did. I dug out the rest of this hallway, and I have all the spawners going to be on the left side. Why don't I have them on the right side at all? Well, because I kind of made a mistake when I was digging out the tunnel for the bees area. I didn't go down far enough. So if I try to set up spawners over here, I'd have to move them up a block, or I'd have to move the area down below a block. And neither of them sound very fun to me. I actually feel like being a little bit lazy, so I thought, you know what, why not just have it over here? It'll work out. And maybe I can take those statues I made and put them in front of the spawners, like on this side. So, the Enderman spawner is what I decided to go with, because it was all when I was able to make a level 5, and therefore able to control with a redstone signal. And it's a wireless one right now, and it's kind of gonna be moved eventually. And I underestimated how far of a drop you needed to have Endermen go in order to actually kill them completely. See, right now I don't have a block there because I was stupid and forgot to put it down. Let's just put a glass block. There we go. Look at this, all those ender pearls. So, if we wait a moment, we'll see an Enderman fall to its death. I assume I got this in the right spot. Yep. And if we move this up a block, the Enderman should still live, but die in one hit. Therefore enabling us to collect a whole bunch of experience from a bunch of Endermen by just punching their feet once. And hopefully not antagonizing a whole group of Endermen to come teleporting into this area and murdering me horribly. But that's what I have this Athame for. A thame. Anyway, I'm going to have to end this episode here, because I need to go over to my friend's house, and we're going to hang out for a bit. So I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and fave. Take care, and goodbye.